The Jack Benny Program, transcribed and presented by Lucky Strike, the cigarette that's toasted to taste better.
If you want better taste from your cigarette, Lucky Strike is the brand to get. It's toasted to give you the best taste yet. It's the toasted cigarette. They take fine. Tobacco, it's light. Tobacco, it's mild. Tobacco, too. And it's toasted, yes, it's toasted, because the toasting brings the flavor right through. So to get better taste from your cigarette, Lucky Strike is the brand to get. It's toasted to give you the best taste yet. It's the toasted cigarette.
Friends, this is Don Wilson. There's no doubt about it. If you want better taste from your cigarette, Lucky Strike is the brand to get. It's toasted to taste better. Naturally, Lucky's better taste begins just where you'd expect it to begin, with fine tobacco. LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. And then that tobacco is toasted. It's toasted. The famous Lucky Strike process tones up Lucky's naturally good-tasting tobacco to make it taste even better, cleaner, fresher, smoother. So next time, get better taste. Get Lucky Strike.
If you want better taste from your cigarette, Lucky Strike is the brand to get. It's toasted to give you the best taste yet. It's the toasted cigarette.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Rochester, Dennis Day, Bob Crosby, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to yesterday, a half hour before rehearsal. Jack has dropped in at the corner drugstore, and at the moment we find him sitting at the counter reading a newspaper.
Here's an interesting item. According to a national survey, in 20 years, California will be the number one state. Los Angeles will be the number one city. This anticipation of industrial growth has made the city of Los Angeles very smug. Look at the way they spell smug. S-M-O-G. No, they did spell it S-M-U-G. I wonder what makes my eyes water like that. Anyway, I think it's wonderful that...
Do you want to order now?
Huh?
You've been sitting on that stool for 10 minutes.
Well, I'm waiting for someone.
Well, don't wrinkle up that newspaper or we'll never be able to sell it.
I won't. I wonder how... Here's an article that's hard to believe. A famous scientist claims that it won't be long before people will be living on the moon. Hey, that gives me an idea for a joke for my radio program. If people live on the moon, prices will be sky high. Hey, that's a good joke. I better write it down. Say, miss, do you have a pencil?
I heard it. Don't bother.
I didn't ask for an opinion. I've been a big radio star for 20 years. And when it comes to jokes, I know what I'm doing.
Look, I've got other customers. Do you want to order now?
I told you I'm waiting for someone.
If you're trying to make me jealous, forget it.
I'm not trying to make you jealous. And anyway, a fine waitress you are. I've been sitting here for 15 minutes. You didn't even bring me a glass of water.
Okay.
I think she's smart. I didn't like her when she was a brunette. I don't know why. She always has to pick on
Hello,
me.
Jack.
Oh, Bob. Hey, Bob Crosby. I've been waiting for you. Sit down.
Well, thank you.
Do you want to order now?
Oh, yeah. Now, look, miss. I'll have a club sandwich. And here's the way I want it made. I want it on white bread, slightly toasted. I want the bacon and tomato in the lower half, and the chicken and the lettuce in the upper half. Trim the crust, cut it in 3 parts, and put a slice of pickle on the top.
Okay. 1 club sandwich for an architect.
What about you, Bob?
Well, Jack, I don't know. I'm not too hungry right now, but, well, then again, oh, miss,
Yeah?
is it all right if I take something out?
Are you kidding? I'll go get my hat and coat.
He didn't mean that. Look, Bob, while you're deciding on what you want, I'm going over to the drug counter to get some razor blades.
Okay, Jack. And let me see. Maybe I should eat something here, then I wouldn't be so hungry.
Oh, hello, Bob.
Well, Mary, sit down.
I thought Jack was here.
Oh, he is. He went over to the drug counter to buy some razor blades.
Jack
Well, what are you laughing at, Mary?
is the only man I know who has a single-edge razor and buys double-edge blades.
What does he do that for?
He cuts them in half.
Boy, what a guy, huh? I heard that Jack is the only man in the world who gets his dental floss retreaded.
Jack does have his peculiarities, but he is sweet, and he tries so hard. I'll never forget the first time I went out with him. When he called for me, I opened the door, and there he stood with the biggest orchid I ever saw.
An orchid, huh?
It was so beautiful, I made him buy me one, too. Don't tell him I told you.
Mary, Bob, where's Jack?
Oh, hello, Don.
Hi, Donzie.
Where's Jack? The Sportsman Quartet and I are looking for him.
Oh, he's here. He just stepped over there to buy some razor blades.
Oh, here he comes now.
Well, everybody's here.
Jack, the Sportsman and I have been waiting for you at the studio. You knew they had a recording date.
Oh, yes, I forgot. Don, I know they're in a hurry, so let's go back to the studio, and I'll hear the commercial before they go.
But, Jack, they haven't got the time. They haven't eaten yet, and they're hungry.
What'll you have, boys?
But, Don, I've got to hear the commercial.
Boys, I haven't got all day.
Okay, fellas, let Jack hear the commercial.
Don, not in here, a drugstore.
Fellas, what'll you have?
Oh, crap.
Watch me, babino, baba, bo, boca piccolino, when you kiss me, and I'm a kiss of you. Tra la 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 loo.
Boys, what'll you have?
Watch me, my baby, baba, bo, just to see that baby, even you squeeze me, and I'm a squeeze of you. Tra la 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 loo.
Look, fellas!
We would like to meet the guys that wrote this silly song. Wonder if they realize that. Crazy.
Boys, give me your order. I haven't got all day.
Say the most any words you like, but don't forget to end with Lucky Strike. Lucky Strike's a cigarette for me. It has a better taste, it's true.
Hey, fellas, what do you want?
Pop a Lucky and we know you'll say, hey, Lucky Strike is sure okay. I'm gonna buy a carton right away. A Lucky Strike today. Lucky, lucky,
Yeah, I hated to sneak out like that and leave Bob and Mary in the drugstore, but when that Dame started screaming. It was embarrassing. Well, I might as well go in the studio and rehearse.
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Oh, hello, Harry. Any fan mail?
Yes, Mr. Benny, you got 8,000 letters.
Harry, I'm alone.
Oh, nothing.
Botch me and botch you. Botch me and botch you. And
Yeah, and that isn't all I'm mad about. I got plenty to say to you.
There's Dennis talking in that phone booth.
Yeah, plenty. I've taken all the guff out of you I'm gonna take.
Hey, that kid's really mad.
Oh, no, you listen to me. I've listened to you long enough. As far as I'm concerned, you're nothing but a low, underhanded, double-dealing conniver.
Wow.
Oh, I know you put it over on me, but I'm gonna see to it you don't take advantage of anybody else. You heard me. Ah, shut up!
Dennis.
Oh, hello, Mr. Benny. Excuse me a minute. Operator, Mr. Benny is standing right here. You must have given me the wrong number.
Dennis, hang up that receiver and come out of that booth.
Yes, sir.
Dennis, anytime you have something to say to me, I want you to say to my face, not on the phone. And anyway, I don't know what you're complaining about. I've treated you well. I've looked out for your interests. I've guided you. I've helped you. I've given you advice. Well, I've even tried to be a father to you.
Only on Father's Day.
What?
What you'll do for a lousy tie.
Never mind. Now, Dennis, when we get in the studio, I want you to run over your song first.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah?
Jack, I've got to tell you the most wonderful thing.
Oh, Mary.
Now, Bob, don't be so modest.
What is it, Mary?
Jack, look at that sack of fan mail he got.
I see it.
I even got a letter from your sister in Chicago.
Come on, let's get in the studio. Okay, fellas. Okay, quiet down. We're going to start rehearsal. Dennis, have you got your music? Dennis, where are you going?
Back to the phone booth.
Why?
See if I can get another wrong number. I'm in a fighting mood.
Now, cut that out and let me hear... that clock on the wall, is that the right time?
Yes, it's 1:30. Why?
Well, for heaven's sake, I thought I'd have time to finish rehearsal before I go to my doctor's office.
What do you have to go to your doctor's for?
Well, I had a checkup a few days ago, and everything is fine, but I want to see my x-ray pictures, and the doctor wants to give me a couple of vitamin shots. It'll only take a little while.
Well, you want me to drive you over?
Well, Rochester has the car in the parking lot, so he'll drive me down.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Oh, thanks, Mary. Dennis, you rehearse your song. We'll be back soon.
Here we sit enjoying the shade.
Hey, brother, pour the wine.
Drink the drink that I have made.
Hey, brother, pour the wine.
Tell you why the day is sunny. I'm in love with lips of honey. Wait till you see the way she walks.
Hey, brother, pour the wine. La 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 la.
She is coming here to stay.
Hey, brother, pour the wine.
I have waited for this day.
Hey, brother, pour the wine.
She writes of love in every letter. Others have tried, but I will get her. Wait till you see the way she walks.
Hey, brother, pour the wine.
What is life? What is spring? What are all the stars that shine? Love, my friend, is everything, and love will soon be mine. Pour it as quickly as you can.
Hey, brother, pour the wine.
Pour it quickly once again.
Hey, brother, pour the wine.
She's here at last, my one and only. Goodbye, friends, don't be lonely. Wait till you see the way she walks.
Hey, brother, pour the wine. La 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 la.
Blink your eyes and love has passed. Hey, brother, pour the wine.
hers was never meant to last. Hey, brother, for the wine, she introduced me to another. No, my friends, he's not her brother. I will miss the way she walks.
Hey, brother, pour the wine.
Pour it as quickly as you can.
Hey, brother, pour the wine.
Pour it quickly once again.
Hey, brother, pour the wine. Pour the wine. Pour the wine.
Hey, brother! Pour the wine!
Are you and Miss Livingston comfortable back there, boss?
Yes, thank you. But, Rochester, this back seat seems to be higher than usual, and we keep sliding forward. Why is that?
Well, I put some big truck tires on the rear wheels and small tires on the front wheels
What's that for?
to encourage the motor that thinks we're coasting downhill.
Well, that's the silliest thing I ever heard. You're always trying to fool the motor.
Well, boss, last winter you were the one who put on fishtail fenders so people would think you had a Cadillac.
Jack, did you really put on fishtail fenders?
Yeah.
Did it fool anybody?
No people, only fish.
Oh, stop making things up. And hurry, I want to get to the doctor's office. Rochester, slow down. The light on the corner's turning red.
Don't worry, by the time we reach it, it'll be green again.
Anyway, we turn here for my doctor's office.
Yes, sir.
You know, Mary, I've been thinking, it seems that every time I go to a doctor or a hospital for a checkup or an examination, you're always with me. Gee, it's awfully nice of you.
Well, it's not a matter of being nice, Jack. I have to be with you when you go for medical examination in case you need me.
Need you?
Yes. How you ever got that transfusion clause in my contract, I'll never know.
My agent thinks of everything. Anyway, this time I'm only going to get a vitamin shot.
Here you are, Mr. Benny.
Thank you, Rochester. Watch your step, Mary.
Mr. Benny, while you're in the doctor's office, I'll go to the market and do the shopping.
Oh, fine, fine.
I made out the list, and the groceries amount to $17.
$17? Here you are.
And $1.50 for a haircut.
$1.50? Wait a minute, Rochester. I'm not supposed to pay for your haircuts.
This one's for you. I got it in the glove compartment.
Well, I'll take care of it myself tomorrow. I want to get a shine at the same time, too.
I can get that for you, too. I'm wearing your shoes.
Never mind. I'll do it myself. Come on, Mary.
Yes?
Oh, nurse, I have an appointment with Dr. Stevens.
Yes, sir, in just a few minutes. But first, I'll have to have some information about you.
Well, they have it at the hospital. They took it when I went in for my checkup.
Well, we need this for the office.
Oh. Well, my name is...
Just a second, sir. I have to write this down. I want to get a pencil. There. Now, your name?
Jack Benny.
Occupation?
Radio comedian.
Are you currently employed?
Yes, I am.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Your weight?
165.
Your age?
39.
39. Now, Mr. Benny, have you
Just
ever...
a minute, nurse. I happen to notice on your desk you have another chart, and the age is also marked 39.
Yes.
Whose chart is that?
Grandma Moses.
Oh.
Now, Grandpa, Mr. Benny. Where were we?
Look, nurse, I haven't got much time. I want to see Dr. Stevens.
Well, he's busy now. You'll have to wait. Sit over there by that gentleman in the corner.
Oh, is his appointment ahead of mine?
Oh, he's not waiting to see Dr. Stevens. He has an appointment with our psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist. Huh? He isn't violent, is he?
Oh, far from it. In fact, he's very gentle. He thinks he's a rabbit.
Come on, Mary, let's sit down.
Jack, what are you so mad about?
That smart aleck nurse trying to kid me, a rabbit. The man looks just as normal as I do.
Jack, there isn't room for both of us to sit on the sofa.
Yes, there is, Mary. I'll ask him to move over. Pardon me, sir.
Yep. What's up, Doc?
Say, you really do think you're a rabbit?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Oh, I have a nice little hutch in Brentwood.
Mary, move over. Tell me, mister, did you always think you were a rabbit?
No. Up until last week, I thought I was a turkey.
Up until last week, yeah? What made you stop being a turkey?
Well, it's so close to Thanksgiving, they turned me down for life insurance.
Oh.
I want a double indemnity.
I see.
With cranberry sauce.
Well, that's the only way to have it. Anyway, maybe you're better off being a rabbit.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait any longer for that psychiatrist. Bye, Doc.
Of all the silly guys thinking he's a rabbit. Some people...
Yes, doctor? Oh, very well, sir. I'll send in the next patient. It's Mr. Benny. What? No, it's Benny. Bunny just left. Yes, sir. Go right in, Mr. Benny. Dr. Nelson will see you now.
Dr. Nelson? But Dr. Stevens is my doctor.
Well, he's in surgery now, so Dr. Nelson will take care of you.
Oh. Where's his office?
Right down the hall.
Thank you. I'll be right back, Mary.
Hi, Rube.
Huh?
You remember me?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're the fellow from Calabasas. What are you doing here?
I brought my wife to the doctor. She's going to have a baby.
A baby? Say, how many kids have you got now?
This will be the 16th.
Gosh, 16 kids. What are their names?
Well, there's Albert, Hiram, Ella, Julius, Catherine, Jeanette, Bertram, Herman, Blue Cross, Howard.
Wait a minute. Wait, you named one of your children Blue Cross?
Yep. My wife's been in the hospital so much we felt we owed them something.
Say, with such a large family, you must have a pretty big farm.
Oh, one of the biggest in Calabasas.
What do you raise there?
Albert, Hiram, Ella.
I mean, besides them, what kind of crop do you grow on your farm? Huh?
Well, the whole place is a big vineyard. We grow nothing but grapes.
Grapes, huh?
That's right, Rube. I press my own wine, too. Got the happiest feet in town. Well, I better be getting back in the waiting room. So long, Rube. So long.
So long, so long. Someday I must ask him why he keeps calling me Rube. Oh, here's Dr. Nelson's office. Oh, Doctor. Doctor. Doctor, I'm Jack Benny. I was told to see you.
Why do they always come to me at the last minute?
Now, look, I came here to have a vitamin shot. Give it to me so I can go.
Yes, now, just a minute. I want to test my hypodermic to see that the needle isn't stopped up. Now I'm ready for you.
Wait a minute, Doctor. You're not going to give me a shot with that needle. Why have you got such a big one anyway?
Well, I'm nearsighted and I don't want to miss.
Now, just a second, Doctor.
Oh, stop being such a baby. Roll up your sleeve and I'll give you the shot. It won't hurt a bit, I promise.
Well, all right. There, my sleeve's up.
Okay. Here goes. There you are.
Ouch! Ooh. Doctor, it did hurt when you... But wait a minute. I do feel better already. Say, Doctor, what vitamins did you inject me with?
D-O-F-R-B.
D-O-F-R-B. What's that?
Dad's old-fashioned root beer.
What?
I'm sorry it hurt, but the ice cream got stuck in the needle.
Well, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I'll come back tomorrow when my regular doctor is there.
Friends, the epidemic of forest fires throughout the country points up this sobering fact. Because most areas of the country haven't had a soaking rain for many weeks, the fire hazard is still tremendous. Remember, our woodlands are more than scenic playgrounds. They're valuable natural resources, indispensable to our nation's defense. So be extra careful out of doors with fire in any form. Drown or crush out every spark, for only you can prevent forest fires. Thank you. Jack will be back in just a minute, but first, a word to you smokers who are looking for better taste in a cigarette.
If you want better taste from your cigarette, Lucky Strike is the brand to get. It's toasted to give you the best taste yet. It's the toasted cigarette. They take fine tobacco, it's light tobacco, it's mild tobacco too. And it's toasted, yes, it's toasted, because the toasting brings the flavor right through. So to get better taste from your cigarette, Lucky Strike is the brand to get. It's toasted to give you the best taste yet. It's the toasted cigarette.
Friends, if you read the comics, I guess you know all about Little Iodine. The fellow who draws Little Iodine is the famous cartoonist Jimmy Hatlow. He's got another comic strip, too, called They'll Do It Every Time. Well, Jimmy Hatlow's cigarette is Lucky Strike. Jimmy says, yep, I'll do it every time. Light up a Lucky because they taste better. Friends, many millions of people smoke Luckies because they've found that Luckies taste better, too. A Lucky tastes better because it's toasted to taste better. Of course, Lucky's better taste begins with fine tobacco. Fine, light, naturally mild tobacco. And then that fine tobacco is toasted. It's toasted. The famous Lucky Strike process brings Lucky's naturally mild, good-tasting tobacco to its peak of flavor, tones it up to make it taste even better, cleaner, fresher, smoother. Yes, that's why Jimmy Hatlow and millions of other smokers will do it every time. Light up a Lucky. Why don't you light up a Lucky, too? Remember, it's toasted to taste better.
Did you get all your shopping done, Rochester?
Yes, boss. How'd you make out at the doctor's?
Oh, fine, fine. Rochester, maybe on the way home we should... Look out! Gee, fella, I'm sorry we ran into you. Are you hurt?
No, but you knocked the carrot out of my hand.
What?
So long, Doc.
Good night, folks.
The Jack Benny program is written by Sam Perrin, Milt Josephsberg, George Balzer, John Tackerberry, Al Gordon, Hal Goldman, and produced and transcribed by Hilliard Marks. The Jack Benny program is brought to you by Lucky Strike, product of the American Tobacco Company, America's leading manufacturer of cigarettes.
You've been listening to the OTR Gold Network. Find more classic radio at otrgold.com.